In the past few months, something big has been shifting in the shadows of global politics. It's not just a single event, but a series of subtle moves. Quiet decisions, late-night meetings, and coded messages exchanged between world leaders. The air feels heavier, as if everyone in power is holding their breath, waiting for the next shoe to drop. Most people are busy living their lives, caught up in daily routines, work, and family. But if you pay attention, if you really look, you'll notice the world's militaries aren't just training, they're moving, fast. There's a sense of urgency, a quiet tension that's hard to ignore if you know where to look. Let's talk numbers. The US defense budget just crashed through a record $1 trillion. That's a figure so massive it's almost impossible to wrap your head around. It's more than the GDP of many countries, and it's being funneled straight into the machinery of war. That's not a typo. $1 trillion. Imagine the scale of resources, technology, and manpower that kind of money can buy. It's a number that signals a new era of military spending. And it wasn't some big national debate either. It slid through Congress with barely a ripple. No fiery speeches, no public outcry. Just a quiet nod, and the money was approved. Why? That's the question you should be asking. Why now, and why so quietly? What are they preparing for that requires this level of secrecy and speed? Meanwhile, satellites are picking up troop movements near key choke points around the globe. These aren't routine drills. These are strategic deployments, often in places that have been flashpoints in the past. US Navy ships are quietly changing their positions. Fleets are being repositioned, routes altered, and new patrols established in international waters. It's all happening under the radar, away from the public eye. New bases are being mapped out in places where nobody's even fighting yet. Remote islands, Arctic outposts, and deserts are suddenly seeing a surge in construction and activity. Dig deeper, and you'll find intelligence experts whispering about a pre-conflict positioning phase. It's a chess game, and every move is calculated to gain an advantage before the first shot is even fired. Basically, militaries are getting ready for something. Troops are on standby, equipment is being checked and rechecked, and supply lines are being fortified. They're targeting resource-rich zones, all under the banner of security operations. Oil fields, rare earth mines, and shipping lanes are suddenly under heavy guard. It's a pattern we've seen before: Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria. The buildup always starts quietly, with logistics and positioning, before the world catches on. The buildup is always quiet, until it's not. When the silence breaks, it's often too late to turn back. But here's the twist. Mainstream media isn't talking about this. Not really. The biggest stories are buried, replaced by distractions and lighter news cycles. The headlines are tame, but behind the scenes, defense contractors are raking in record-breaking contracts. The business of war is booming, even if the public isn't paying attention. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, their stock prices are soaring as the Pentagon hands out deals at lightning speed. Investors are cashing in, sensing what's coming. And it's not just about more tanks or planes. The focus is shifting to technology, automation, cyber warfare, and next-generation weaponry. There's a race to build smarter weapons, AI-powered drones, next-gen missiles, missile shields with names like Golden Dome. The future of conflict is being shaped in labs and factories right now. Billions are being poured into these projects not just for defense but for global dominance. Whoever controls the most advanced tech will control the battlefield, and maybe the world. At the same time, some military families and veterans are actually losing benefits. Safety nets are shrinking, the human cost is being quietly ignored as the focus shifts to hardware and strategy. Money is flooding into weapons, not people. The priorities are clear, and they're not about supporting those who serve. That's the uncomfortable reality nobody wants to talk about. It's easier to look away than to face what's really happening. So, is this all just routine prep? Or are we watching the silent buildup to something much bigger, another major war? The signs are there if you know how to read them. If you've noticed the signs, you're not alone. More and more people are starting to ask questions, connecting the dots, and wondering what comes next. If this opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe to Viral Orbit, and share this video, because stories like this don't always stay online for long. The truth has a way of slipping through the cracks. Comment below. Do you think the world is on the edge of another war? Or is this just another cycle of tension and buildup? Let us know what you see, and stay alert.